Hi guys, another day, another episode. This is Nganele part 2 reunion, right? If you haven't watched the part 1, you can please just check. There is part 1. I already put it. It's there on my YouTube channel. Please go watch, and then you can head to part 2, right? So if you're new here, this is the reality hubby. So what we do Mzansi shows, recap and reviews. So please like and share and subscribe for more, right? Okay, cool. So what we'll talk about last week, we saw Tamara and City. They are no longer together, and there was a lot happened. Tamara, she's in a new relationship. City, he's in a new relationship. So, and also what other couple? So we're gonna talk about Utemba and young Temba and Bridget. So we know ukuthi kunestabane in the picture. Uputu Rainbow is in the picture. So first reunion part 1, it ended where Uputu Oy Rainbow walking in Ulirato. So when he walked in, he said Dumelang Bahulu. So kind of like it was shady, but what can we say? That's how they talk, ne? Right? Okay. So then they sat down, they started talking. So that's when it ended part 1. So now I'm gonna chat about part 2. Part 2 started when Latunko asked him, like, who are you? Like, when did you guys like started to be in a relationship when Temba? He said it's like almost a year. And Temba really confirmed and say it's 10 or 11 months since they met. And Ugai Ulirato Urenpo. Uyasho ukuthi yena, he didn't know Temba before. He didn't know Temba before. He know him on TikTok. That's all. He didn't watch Makoti Are You the One? So which is, we don't know surely if he's telling the truth, but it seemed very genuine what he was saying. So, and he mentioned Uguti, that's when Temba also introduced him to him. Uguti Yena is on this TV show and all whatever is happening around Temba's life, and there is Bridget. That's when he was like, I'm okay with it as long you do your own thing, as we do our own thing, right? Guys, looking at what they put on the show, it looks like you might think Ulirato is that rainbow guy is a red flag, like he's very poking and poking, or what can I say? There's a good word to name it. He's a very like manipulative, but to be honest, also like projective. But I don't think he's like that, because if we see in the reunion, he really spoke very well. He's like, kuna magama engiwashilo about Bridget. I'm very sorry about that, because this is the language me and Utemba, it's our pillow talk chat, and we have names that we if we must gossip ngo Bridget, we always talk about like this. I will put that for you guys to watch. So we can see, guys, that's when you realize in these relationships that we are in today, you can find you don't know your person actually, because maybe your person can be talking to another person and can be gossiping about you to another person, which is totally a red flag, and I don't want that. Because how can you share what we do, me and you, what our relationship dynamic is, then you talk to another person that you are in a relationship with? Like, that is bad, totally bad. So he said, I shouldn't have taken that and bring it to Bridget and project that to him, which is understandable. He really apologized for that. And Utemba yena then mentioned ukuthi khona, I just want to say, I don't have a problem with the Lirato. Mina and Lirato, we are very good. We are fine together. We are doing our own thing. But one thing I'm just asking from him is for him to be nice to Bridget and let it be not content, because this is my real life. I feel like Lirato is coming with this mind.
First, when it started, I didn't know. I've never watched Makotia, you know, one. Yeah. until like social media, obviously. Mr. Goldjika. I knew him from TikTok. Okay. So and then when time went on, and then
then Bridget and I, like, she was also answering to that, like, please respect me. At least you have to say it, respect Bridget, maybe twice or thrice, because I feel like Lirato doesn't listen to that, you know. So then Mama Gatemba was being asked, when, like, how do you accept? Did you see this Lirato as potential wife? Wathi mina ngimbone kayi-1 ephuma erumini likaThemba. But Ubaba Gatemba, guys, he said, I don't want nonsense in my home. I don't want, that can be done estradeni, not lana kwami. Lapha angifuni next. Akavumi ubaba. Then Latungo was asking, like, how? Baba uzothi awuvumi, but we saw him, or this, you saw, umama uthi, he saw this guy coming out of room likaThemba, but you are saying it can't happen in your house. That's when uyasho baba ukuthi it happened emqashweni, hayi wami, because mina I will never accept that, which is fair. I will not accept that as well, guys. I don't think it's something that you want to see. You are being in this situation whereby you are trying to negotiate amalobolo no kubo kukantombazana, and umntanakho akasafika sekubonisa ukuthi yena uthandana nomunye umfana. I like, guys, it's not acceptable. I don't like that. I have my reasons too. I don't like that. I don't approve that, you know. So yeah, it's not about me, but okay. So uThemba mentioned ukuthi yena no put or rainbow. They are fine and they're still pushing, you know. They're still happy. They're happy together and they're pushing this life. Bridget uthi yena, she's out of Themba's life. That one is an update about Themba's dynamic. Then, guys, let's go to Mageneng and his family. The Big Themba and Phindi. Shoo! Big Themba and Phindi. Guys, there is that relationship, it will never work. I don't think they need to show us this show anymore. They must find another Makote, are you the one? And a new cast. Because this one, guys, like, there is a lot of insults, there is a lot of disrespect, violence on TV. Like, guys, this is national TV. Sometimes you need to pick your ground. Like, make sure you know where you stand. Not yep. Like, try to display these characters that are not good on national TV. Okay, cool, guys. Let's talk about Bridget no Themba. Remember, I told you guys, part 1, you go watch. I don't want to say, please go watch part 1 and see what happened. So, Themba, uyasho ukuthi mina, I've been out of Bridget's life. When we were visiting, remember they visited Sangoma, yena no Zingisile. That time I was already out of Bridget's life, you know. So, Bridget, she even, guys, I feel like both Bridget no Themba, they're very, very like, what can I say? They're very abusive, both of them. They abuse each other. Because I saw the parts of Phindi. Did I say Bridget, guys? I want to say Phindi. Iphathi kaPhindi enye engayithandanga ngeyokuthi the time Zingisile was talking, Phindi actually. So the time Phindi was talking, you know what happened? Actually, Phindi Zingisile was talking. Then Bridget Phindi is like, I'm talking. Can you please listen? You know Zingisile, guys, he's very hyper. His energy is up there. Then he was like, no, nami ngiyakhuluma kukhuluma Mageneng. Sure. Bridget spoke, like, took something from the floor. She threw it. So Bridget picked something from the floor. Then she threw it to Zingisile, you know, and everyone was like, no, Bridget, no, don't do that. So it really shows that these people, okay, this is happening in front of everyone. So what about behind the closed doors? Which means there are more things that are happening, you know. So I believe there's some physical alterations, guys. There is something happening behind the closed doors between those two. It's just that you never know, you never see, That, like, guys, remember the show is filmed like 2 or 3 hours, 4 hours, 5 hours on set, but we are being shown maybe 30 minutes of the whole part is edit, So I believe there is a lot happening, but they just show us a little bit, of what transpired. So mina, if mangibhekile ngibona ngathi they both are very abusive, because even into ezikhulunywa nguThemba, so you will ask yourself, like, Themba, when did you reach this point, like this stage where you can talk like this to your woman, Also allowing ubhuti Zingisile ukuthi athethe kanje ngomuntu wakho. Like, that one is, never allow a family member to disrespect your person. I feel like you mustn't do that, because back the lela, and the moment your family start disrespecting me, I leave, and I feel like it is your fault, because you allow them to come for me, right? Themba never stood the ground, even though we are no longer together. Themba was supposed to say, uyabona ini but Zingisile, this one is she is my woman. Even though she's no longer my woman, I will never let you disrespect umuntu engizwani naye. Like, but Zingisile, you must know your ground. You can't disrespect her, because, guys, there was a tweet that was shown on the show that says Themba is not a good man. What will Enhle learn from him? And they must just break this thing off, because Enhle will think this man is good to be a father figure, only to find out actually he's not a good man, So I feel like there are other things people do, and forgetting that this thing is recorded, this thing is on TV. I can say something right now, and I can forget after saying this. But you guys, your listeners, you can watch. So you will hear it. It will stay with you. Even if you want to visit it again, you can still find it. So people mustn't forget what comes from your mouth, where it lands. It can cause a big problem, right? So I feel like Themba, there are things that he wasn't supposed, because he promised those kids, abantwana baka Phindi, I'm going to be there for you. I'm going to step in like a dad. But ayikho into ebonisayo ukuthi uyafuna ukuthi abe there, because even though I understand ukuthi Phindi she's not perfect, because her thing with the sister-in-law, that was unacceptable. Like, I don't think that can be normal, but it makes ukuthi sicabanga ukuthi Phindi right, even though Phindi engekho right. And another tweet that I saw that was shown on the show is that people are saying ukuthi khona Bridget is so, not Bridget, guys. Phindi is so bossy, and she wants everybody to dance according to her tune. That one is true, right? But I don't think she does it in a wrong way. She's just a mother. She's also an independent somebody. Also, she mentioned ukuthi mabethi umdlisile. You all know, guys, we saw when they said Themba udlisiwe. And guys, that sangoma, that something is fishy. Guys, mawufika endaweni, like maybe isangoma, I don't know the dynamic, but manfika, remember the person who organized that session for sangoma, it was ubhuti Zingisile. So if ubhuti Zingisile organized that, obvious, why they just walked in and that lady is like, you amadoda amahle kanje, ahlathi khona when you were given love potion. So why did she say that as the first thing than to say other things, So it shows that it was framed, actually, So ayikho into engizoyibelieve kule sangoma mina. Ayikho even one. Oh, guys, I'm so tired. Yeah, so a relationship with Themba and Phindi is no longer there. It's broken. And I love how the uncles for Bridget, sorry guys, not Bridget, Phindi, they are also mentioning Gutukona. Themba wanted to check out, but he couldn't find a specific reason to do that, Then he waited for this thing of atole something tangible that he can bring, sort of like a proof to say, you see, umtanen like this and that, we see. So now that Phindi introduced that letter, divorce letter, Temba checked out because he knew now it's time for lobola. So he was trying, actually they say, oh uncle, you know the uncle for Phindi, the handsome one. He's saying that he noticed now things are getting real. That's when Temba checks out because Temba didn't want to pay lobola. So yeah, that's what they say. But looking at everything, I don't think Temba was waiting for that because Temba said he wanted to be part of everything, part of the divorce journey, and Phindi went to court. He wasn't part of it with Temba. So those are other things that made him like check out. So we never know. Obviously, there is three sides of the story. Both sides, his and hers, and the truth. So we never know, guys, right? So also guys, Zingisile, he stood up actually wanting to beat up that uncle for Utemba's uncle. Imagine Jeff, Uncle Jeff, the dark one who's got a lot of nchebes. So that one uphakamile ubhuti loya uzingisile afuna ukumbetha kwi-TV for what? Just ukuthi why akhuluma ukuthi nihambile ezinyangeni, like guys. Mina I think uzingisile is acting. I don't know, like I really think he's acting because there is no way you can say such, like you can just overreact. Even like Tonto was asking many times, like, why are you overreacting? Why are you doing this? Why are you being like this? Because there's no reason for him to act in that way. But anyways, guys, we don't know his reasons. Maybe the production told him to bring a little bit of drama because without drama, no one can watch. I'm telling you guys, no one, a few people will watch. So they need to bring that juice, the juice, guys, to make it watchable and so entertaining, right? So he was up. He was to his face like this. That's when I noticed, man, some of the things he's acting because there's no way. This is your uncle. And he didn't provoke you or anything. You just storms out. Huh? Zingisile, guys, angazi, guys. So yeah, that is the only update I can give you about part 2. So another thing that happened is what? Oh, actually, for the young Temba and Bridget, guys, niyabona u-auntie kaTemba loya. I did say on my episode, if you haven't watched all the episode, please, guys, I have all Nganele from episode 1 until 13, right? Until 14. This one is the 14th. So I did mention, go watch, guys. I didn't mention ukuthi there is something fishy about this show because that lady abathi ngu-auntie kaTemba, it is mentioned ukuthi actually she is a friend of Ulirato. So if she is a friend for Ulirato, then how come she says she didn't know? And Ulirato is mentioning ukuthi mina ngikutshelile uyazi ukuthi kwenzakalani between mina noTemba. But she's saying, me, I didn't know. Yeah, what? Guys, this show. Even Umalume Phindi also mentioned which a lot of people, I got too much spotlight. Like everyone, when they meet me, they try to ask me if the show is real. So guys, it's not actually me or any other people out there who are thinking this show is actually scripted. No, it is scripted, guys. There is a script there. If you look at Zingisile, what he's doing, and this auntie kaTemba, hi man, you couldn't do it off ngale show. Guys, enjoy watching the show. But anyways, guys, it's the end of the season. It's the end of the show. And good luck for tonight, guys. Those who want to watch Ngane's Temple, guys, good luck because I will be putting it there and I'm going to be going live. So Nganele is officially closed for this season. So let me give you an update. Temba and Bridget, they are no longer together. Temba and Rainbow, they are still together. Ne? Then Big Temba and Phindi, they are no longer together. Right? They are no longer together. Then Tamara and Usit, they are not together. So actually this season, everyone broke off. Remember, people did the Makoti Ayudi one, and there were letters written and wara wara, but things didn't go the way. That's when you can see divorce is on high percentage in South Africa, actually, because guys, there was a possibility, high possibility, which these couples will like go on, but ziyakhala ke ngoku sana. Bye guys, and don't forget tonight 9 o'clock is live, then 8 o'clock is recap for Izingane's Temple, then 9 o'clock it is a live, then we're gonna be debating about Izingane's Temple. So bona izingane zikaMseleku guys, abazukulu bakaGok Flow tonight, and guys, let me love you and leave you.